Good afternoon, guys. It's 5 p.m. So let's start with today's pre-market note. So day works out very well today, from the levels as usual. Reading was right today. Actually it was perfect today, and price acted that way. See, that's why. So pre-market, level helped out today. The observation. So anyway, so Globex high, low, Friday's low, Friday's high are important today. See, I don't write all this thing every day, right? That Globex high and low are important, right? I don't put that kind of wording every day. Only on some days, if those levels happens to be the matching up with good levels, which I'm thinking, that they are good level, then I will put this note, Then you basically put more weightage on the Globex low and high, and all this thing. But anyway, so it is important for sellers from the last week to hold below 303 or Globex high in NQ, right? And break below Globex low to prove their continued strength. Break above Globex high equal to some buyers becoming active intraday, and their goal is to somewhere into 400, 500, right? Dream numbers are super important today. See, I use word today, super important, right? I don't use usually super word in a dream number, right? That means you have to pay extra attention to dream numbers today, right? So dream numbers were 183 to 30, okay? ES 2932 is a good support for today's buyers. Break below, sellers will continue their journey, and at that point they just have to take out Friday's low to prove their point, right? And the moment they take out 3900, right, break above 5861, buyers are becoming active and they are trying to take it somewhere into 4000 area, right? So Russell is the same story, right? Crude below 87.50, then below 85.75, it is going to break down. But crude being crude, it just did a ping pong. But from 87.50 below, there were shorts actually, But anyway, so 183, 230, right? And these are the levels, right? So preferred sellers area was this, aggressive buyers area was this, which was 2932, right? And of the open, hold on guys, sorry guys, I got a phone call in between, so I had to pause it and I forgot the link now, so I think I was talking about preferred sellers, aggressive buyers, right? And so yes, right, so we were talking in a pre-market voice as usual. So at 9 o'clock I was talking, 9:10, and I was explaining that 48.50 is very important. So does 29.30 in ES, and NQ 161 to 183. 183 was a dream number, okay, and then 230 or this 225, whatever, that dream number. So I said of the open, if sellers are really active, right, then I want them to hold below 161 to 183 and ES 48, so I kept repeated that thing, I talked about that level, and then I was thinking, should I short before open at 48, or should I wait for open, right? But while talking at the end, I decided to short, just took a chance. So I shorted right before open around 9:20, right at this pullback. See that here, it pulled back. So right here I shorted it with 2-point stop, 2.5. So 50-50 was my stop, 48 was my short, right? And I was targeting little bit here somewhere, that was the to begin with, because it was pre-market trade, in pre-market I don't trust the levels, this particular level, right? Not the level, but this particular, because it was rotated around it couple of times here. See that? So an NQ, I choose not to touch it before in the pre-market with ES, because NQ being NQ, always does back and forth, right? So NQ, I had idea that if after the open, if it comes there, I will try to short. That was the idea for NQ. And if it doesn't come there, fine, I will wait for price to break below Globex low, because it's important, right? If it breaks below it, more sellers, right? As we discussed in pre-market voice. So ES I shorted it at 48, NQ I did not. Of the open, and then price started going down, right? And then we have a breakdown here. So as I said, if it breaks down, right, 40, 44 area will be easy, it becomes important, for later on. and then price came straight to 29, right? So this is where I took a profit, you know, like it was 1 to 6 risk reward trade. NQ, I took the short right here at the first touch at 160, right here, you know? And then I bailed out at 130 because ES was hovering around here at 29, right? So I took a quick short here, right? And then I bailed out at 130 or so, right? So 30 point or so, right here, right? And then price paused, right? Right here, see, price paused here. If I remove this arrow, you will see it. Came down 130, I took the profit and then spent 1 minute there and then it was hesitating, right? And since Globex low was so nearby, right, I took another trade at 129. I targeted 112, you know, just the trip, you know. So, and then that trade was over, right? And then as usual, price bounced from Globex low, right, like this, and then sliced through it. Then there was another trade right here, you know, at 112, because now it's a broken, right? ES was also broken, right? So ES, there was a trade right here, but it comes with so here ES also I said 29 is a short, but I did not take it. As I explained, that 29 short, you have to put your stop at 37 or so, you know, or higher. So it was like 7-8 point stop, you know. So it doesn't make sense if I'm targeting this 18. It's a good level, it's a bull support, right? It may slice through it, it may not, who knows, right? So because NQ was hovering around here, you know, so I let it go, right? And then it sliced through 1815, right? Both this level. Now you can short here, you know, if NQ is also same time at the resistance, right? So because this is last 2 days low, you know, like Thursday and Fridays. So if it broken, it will act as a resistance, right? So which was around 10 o'clock, right? So 10 o'clock, if you see it, NQ broke through this preferred buyer's area and Friday's low area, right? Now the pressure is built up into right into this area. So the moment it pull back, you short, you target one of this area, you know, because that was a max target. This was a dream number, naked dream number, right? So you can target either one if you want to, you know. And this was a short, you target 06, right? Or this area, and then you are done, right? So once price reached here, ES may go down, may not. I don't know, it depends on NQ at that point, because NQ was close to this 950 to 850 area. That was a max for the day anyway. So when price flushed down here like this, it was doing this. This is the sign people are taking profit actually, you know, because this was a good level for profit taking, right? So now at this point, price may go higher, but then how far it will go and come down, we don't know. So it's better not to trade at that point onwards, you know, or you wait for a proper pullback short, but then the short levels could be this level, could be this level, could be this lines, you know, or could be this line. So you have to evaluate in real time, right? Or I rather, if I were you, I would not trade it, you know, because shorts I already took the profit now, you know. This was a done deal for the day. Now most likely it's going to ping pong, you know, and you can see it. See that by looking at this, you will be inclined to go long somewhere here, right? After looking at this, right? So, and you try to short it here, it wouldn't work. See that? It wouldn't work. So you lost here, let's say, assuming you did not manage it properly. And now by looking at this, right, you are now thinking, let me go long, man, short didn't work out. Now price wants to go high, it close to morning high, right? And the next thing you know is, again went down. Now you are thinking, man, let me short now, you know, long did not work out. Next thing you know, price again went higher. And then finally came down. Now you think, man, it's gonna go down, but again it went higher. See that? So that's why you are better off not trading when price achieved its target for one side, because then because of that side price is not gonna go higher a lot, and because of achieved its target, buyers are going to come back slowly, you know, and then it will create a chop. So it's not worth to trade it after that point onwards, you know. So those are the only trades for today. Now let me talk about Mboxwave. Let me open it up to see if I can walk you through it, because I know I have been missing that damn thing, right? and I'm not watching that thing, but let me open it up. Okay, we'll walk through together. Okay, so so let's walk through it, right? So let me shrink it. So this is last 2 days price, right? Friday, this is Friday, so let's here, right? And this is Labor Day price, right? So now you can see these things here clearly, and probably like this, right? So I'm just drawing the lines quickly. Now you move through it, right? So this is pre-market 7:30 or so. So now let's adjust this line, right? So now we know this is a support, right? And this is a support, right? And then let me right here, right? So this is a visible support, right? So I'm not going to talk about my level also here, correct? Because that was not the goal here, right? So no, this was my short actually. My opening short was right at here, right at the open. But anyway, so let's see before that what happened, right? So before that you can see buyers were holding, right? So oops, let me remove this line. So like this, right? So this is a trend line. Assume this is a trend line, right? So I'm just trying to get some points out of it, right? And then price was balancing, holding this level. So at least we know entire overnight it's holding pretty much this level, right? Or either this support or this support, right? So this support is important, and you can see it. Buyers bought it here, which is this, right? And entire this area again they bought it, and then they little bit bought it higher up here, and then again bought it, right? So at least we know some buyers are there in this area, right? So of the open, and this is 9:15, somebody is willing to even short here. You can see this algo, right? So they shorted it right into this support. I have no clue why, but they did it anyway, right? And before open, you can see these things. See this selling? So let's see. This is a visible stuff I'm talking about. Okay, look at this. Big selling, right? And before that all those buying was going on, but somehow at 8:30 some news or whatever, right? But there was a selling going on here, right? But it couldn't break through it, right? So one thing to note that hey, some buyers are there, right? Now contextually, right, you are not supposed to go long, right? Because overall sellers are active from last few days, right? So right of the open going along is a suicide mission, regardless of these things, right? If buyers are strong, let them break out about this line, this line, oops, this line, right? And then we'll evaluate for the longs, right? Or break down below, then we know shorts are active, right? And we can look for shorts here. Target at least bare minimum this. If it breaks below, good, right? So this is what happened of the open. Of the open, you can see it price slice through here. First 5 minutes, right? It sliced through this area, right? With some selling, good selling, right? So, and then it went down. Next candle again went down, but then it also went higher. See that, right? So you have to observe all these things. And then it went down, right? So at least somebody tried to buy it here. That is what the assumption is here, right here. That's why it went higher, right? So the people were looking for a failed breakdown of this area, whoever is buying it here, right? So they become smarter and they thought, let me buy it, let it break down. If it comes back up, I will assume it's a failed breakdown and I will buy it. So while this candle was running, right? So 9:35, right? So hold on. So let me see if 1 minute will give us a clip. 9:26. So probably this was the level, right? Nope. I think this. So what was the level? So this was the level, right? So that's why. Remember I said failed breakdown of this area. So somebody bought it here. Look at this below, right? So, and then what happened? Price couldn't go higher above this area, right? So like this, right? So whoever bought it, they were thinking it's a failed breakdown of this area, right? And that's why they put it along here, and a couple of them even bought it lower. Then what happened? Next candle down, next candle down, next candle down, new low, right? At this point, see, again somebody bought it here, right? So which was 99. So here 99 was right here somewhere, right? So the question is, the moment you see this, these buyers are trapped from the lower time frame, you know, and that's why you see this down move here, right? At this point, you had a breakdown of this entire damn thing. At least price will go back up to this area, you know, high probability. So all you have to look for is a pullback to go short. Either you go short here at this 135, because now you have a volume, you know, so this sellers, everybody is, and then breakdown, right? So you can short right here at this pop, or right here, which was also Globex low, by the way. So 112 was a Globex low right here, see? So Globex low was a perfect entry. So I shorted also at Globex low in addition to this short, you know, both this short. So this was a good short. Back to this, right? So 110 to 40 is 70 points, easy peasy, high probability target. And if it breaks below it, you can look for new shorts, you know. So let's see what happens. See, slice through it, right? And then you can short right here again, and then you can target the lower level. See, this was in Discord. I said in my Discord, I said 950, which is this, to 850 is a max target for sellers today. So once price got here, I told folks in Discord not to trade anymore. Just preserve your profit on the shorts, and that's it. No longer shorts, you know, tail end shorts, no, because price may bounce, and you can see it, right? So now if you are looking for shorts, right, by looking at this, you don't want to short it here. Yes, it's a good level though to short it, because remember, this is 1 minute and 5 minute. 30-minute folks never got a chance to short. So this is a 30-minute folks or 1 hour folks. They got in now, you know, and that's why you can see this down move. Okay, but this is what not we are interested in. Our job is take this, take a profit, call it a day off. You don't want to do any more business, you know, going forward, because now the target is achieved, you know. So that's how it is, you know, and that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.